Welcome to the Spit Bucket Hotel Party.
Thanks for joining us.
I'm jealous of everybody.
You done, Alan?
I'm trying. I was gonna swallow it all in one gulp, but that would have been a bad idea.
Hello, listeners, and welcome to another episode of the Spit Bucket. My name's Omar. I am your host.
Wait, was that really the intro?
That was the intro. Was that not
Wait,
the intro?
Just keep on.
What was that?
I was trying to do a Russian accent.
I thought you were speaking country.
All right, as you guys can hear it,
Crunchy.
as you guys can hear it, back
That's
on the
not
show is my God, my father, and my boss. We have replacing Salvador, Eric Mendoza.
Wow.
Hey, you remember a couple episodes ago you said that you created the Spit Bucket? Technically I did, so you owe me a lot for that.
Oh, damn, that's true. You are Mr. Spit Bucket.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, I am the bucket spit.
You're the bucket that I spit into, Eric. All right.
Eric said, "Who do you think you are?" I am.
All right, and also on the show is Eric's brother, his big bro.
Yeah.
Also his cousin.
Oni-san.
Is Oni-san.
What? What is that?
Oni-san,
I
it's
thought
older
that
brother.
was a YouTube channel.
Is that
You guys need subtitles.
Are you
'cause I
saying
don't
that
know
Alan
what
has big tits again?
What?
Oh, you say Oni-san no oppai oki desu. My
Wait.
big brother has big old titties. And that brother
Never
with
wanted
big
to hear that
titties is
again.
Alan Mendoza.
Wow.
Hello, everybody.
Bleep out his last name.
Why?
So people don't know how to find me.
If you guys want to see Alan's big titties, go to AlanZF1 on Instagram.
.com.
Alright, also on this show, it is the fan favorite. I'm sorry that I ate your ham sandwich. It's Junkyard Jam Ginto.
I'm pretty upset.
It had Miracle Whip, and I haven't had that since I was like in third
you guys
grade.
eat Miracle Whip?
Yeah, why?
I have the saddest video to show you guys. Miracle Whip.
I like that that's what that reminds me
No,
of.
it made me sad when you mentioned Miracle Whip because of the video that I'm talking about.
Is it like the treatment of aminals?
No.
Oh, then I don't give a heckin' frick. That shit tangy, boy.
That boy tank.
Back on the show after a few weeks of hiatus.
Hibernation, you mean?
Hibernation, my big
Bitch.
bear friend.
Yeah.
Ivan Prado. I don't know what to...
This is why I don't want to come back.
My big bitch.
There you go.
Yeah, the biggest bitch on the show.
Thick bitch.
Yes.
Thicky small.
All right. And then completing our raid group, it is the arsonist himself. It is Alex Torres drinking watermelon from a bowl.
Yep. Watermelon juice.
Wait, what?
He's drinking watermelon juice from a bowl.
He's drinking watermelon juice from a bowl.
Thank you.
A bowl, like a cereal bowl.
Yep.
Yeah.
Literally the one I used to eat cereal. He's drinking watermelon
The one
juice.
he uses for his cornflakes.
Cornflakes.
Alright, so before jumping into the show, we gotta talk about one thing that has been taking the internet by storm. And it's been
Hold on.
It's been my favorite thing for a while now.
Yeah.
Alan, do you know what I'm talking about?
Crocs.
I mean, I'll let you talk about it, but I know exactly what you mean.
What
yeah.
do you think I'm talking about?
So apparently,
Snow blindness
the
and
last time I checked, about a day and a half ago, there are already 450,000 people who signed up.
Oh no, that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay. All right, never mind.
Talk about that gamer girl.
Because there's 1 million now.
Is it?
Oh, are you talking about your?
But if you're about to talk about that water, I know what you're talking about, and I ordered
are we
some.
talking
So we're not talking about the raid.
So we're not talking about Gamer Girl water or Gamer Girl pee-pee.
I'm not listening anymore.
Oh.
We're not talking about Gamer Girl gum.
Oh.
This gum?
What
Yeah.
about Gamer Girl sweat?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
What about gamer girl cummies?
Everyone knows that girls don't cummies. All right.
That's true.
I don't know.
And it's not. We're not talking about the aliens just yet.
Okay.
Then what the fuck?
Wait. How?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you guys?
Are you okay?
On the real. How do you guys spell bagels?
Bruh, BAGELS.
Wait.
It's bag.
Did you say how do you spell bagel?
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out how to spell bagels.
Our lead spit bucket.
Our lead reporter can't spell bagels.
I smell bagels.
He knows a pretty good amount of Japanese, but can't spell bagels.
Yeah.
Like,
Master English before you move on to another language. Alright?
There was that one time we were driving and down the street was a beagle walking, And you said, wow, look at that bugle.
Alright.
Look at that bungle.
So, do you guys know the Bagel Boss story?
No.
Yes,
No.
No.
No?
The
Wait, so
what?
you guys...
I know.
Eric, do you know
Beetleborgs
what's
story?
been going on at Bagel Boss?
No, what's
It's
that?
like Cake Boss, but with bagels instead of cake.
So yeah, it's not
Oh.
TLC's new show. It's there's a short guy who went to get a bagel from a place in New Jersey or something like that called Bagel Boss, and he loses his fucking mind, and it's been my favorite thing. So that was my introduction to you, Eric. So here's the video, guys.
Great women. Why is that a great? Why?
Oh, I accidentally clicked on the ASMR version. We'll play the original and then we'll go back to the ASMR.
What the hell?
I
Why is
can't.
it so quiet? I have more questions after you press play.
My bad, guys.
Oh god.
Sorry, I'm not putting up a
You
good
can't
example.
spell. You can't do a video.
He said, I ain't doing too good right
This is your last spitball
Alright,
show.
man. So this is how shows go with more than 3 people. A lot better than with just 3 normal.
Are you sure a lot better?
Alright. So here's the video for realsies.
Why is it okay for women to say, "Oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead"? That's okay.
Who said that to you here? Nobody.
Women in general have said it on dating sites. You think I'm making that shit up? Everywhere I go, I do the same fucking smirk with the biting lip.
I can't tell.
Shut
Oh.
your mouth. You're not God or my father. Or my father.
Oh my boss.
Short.
Dude, you want to step outside? You want to step outside? Huh? I'm not scared. You shut
He's
up, dude.
dick level to that guy.
Oh
my god, why would someone attack the midget?
I just want to point out the greatness of the line, "You're not God or my father." Pause.
Or my boss.
He's like, wait, just in case he says, "But I'm your boss," he'll go, "No, you're not my boss."
You're not. Yeah, because
I wanted to cover all his bases.
Yeah, exactly. Or my lover.
Or my lover.
And didn't it come out that he's 5 foot?
He is exactly 5 feet tall.
That's so
He's
People
an
are
inch shorter than me.
Yeah,
That's
people
adorable.
are already cosplaying as him. So it's fantastic.
Mexican girl.
Just cut your knees off.
And they did an interview with him. Like a news organization caught up to him, and they did a full interview. They asked him why he's so mad at women, and he says that he's tired of women taking advantage of him. That he just had to move out of a place because a woman took his money, and that he's living out of his van by choice.
Yeah, okay.
And that he is 5 feet tall.
That man is literally just a walking meme, honestly.
Yeah. And he's got multiple videos of him yelling at other people because they're calling him short.
Yep.
Which is fantastic.
There's
Because
one woman, I forgot the context of the video, something to do with the bathroom, but he's yelling ghetto skink at her.
Yeah.
There was another one where he
Wow.
was at a 7-Eleven and the Pakistani man was like, "How tall are you?" You know.
And the guy's like, "What the fuck did you
Yeah.
ask me?"
Yeah, and he's like, "You know how much money our country sends to your shithole country?"
Says the guy living in a van.
You're right. Also, it's Pakistan. I just want to note, they probably don't send Pakistan money. That's where Bin Laden was from. They killed the dude. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they don't give any
Hey,
money.
country,
To him, all the brown is the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. When you're
I'm-
racist, it doesn't matter.
Eric, how do you feel about it? What would you do if you walked into Bagel Boss trying to get a bagel in the morning and motherfuckers yelling at people, trying to get rowdy? And then he tells you that you're not God.
This bitch.
Yeah. He tells you that you're not God or his father.
Or his boss.
Or his boss.
What would I do?
Yeah,
Yeah, what would you do
Or
in
how
that
would I
situation?
feel?
You're 4'9".
Well, well, let me say. So, is he talking directly to me, or I walk in and he's just?
No,
yelling
he's
at
talking to you.
Yeah.
He pulls up to the old dairy and he says, "Hey, brown man."
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
No,
what
that's,
country you from?
Would you start beating ass?
that would be if he walked up and said, "Hey, brown man," I'd probably just punch him like straight in the face. Especially if he's talking to me like he's about to start yelling at me, and that's how he starts it. I probably just punch him straight in
Yeah,
the
I
face.
don't know what I would do either, honestly.
What if this is what he tells you?
I'm not scared. Mouth, you're not God or my father.
Turn that off.
Boss. Dude, when want to step outside? You want to step outside?
That does not make me feel good.
Wow. Enough.
Wait, are you watching Saw? What are you watching? What is it?
That's the ASMR version that I clicked on earlier by accident.
Hey, retweet
It
that.
sounds like the guy from Saw.
Retweet that so it's on my account.
All right, so this is what he says. So he during that same interview where he tells people that he's living in his van, he then goes on to tell people that he is the Messiah. He is Martin Luther King Jr.
What?
Reincarnated, basically.
Just smaller.
Yeah, he's fighting for the rights of short guys on dating sites.
Are we gonna tell him, or is he gonna figure it out on his own? He's not black.
Wasn't my guy Martin kind of short too?
Martin?
Not really.
Who's Martin?
You know, the Luther of the King.
Martin Luther King Martin. You call him Martin?
Wasn't he like on the
Little known fact: his first name was actually Martin.
Martin Luther King. The thing though is, cause you confused me because I used to work with a guy named Martin who was literally like 5 feet tall.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
He was great.
Every Martin I've ever known has not been taller than me.
Wait. I've only known one Martin. He was tiny as fuck. It was granted this was back in middle school, but he was fucking small as shit. Are all Martins small?
That might just be a thing. What? I don't remember what this guy's name is anyway. But they find him. He's still wearing like the same clothes because he lives in his van. And this is part of the interview where he tells people that he is the Messiah.
Oh, he is wearing the same clothes.
I didn't expect this. I just wanted to get my message across and be on my way. But that's it. I'm your modern day prophet. I'm your modern day Martin Luther King. You don't like it? You want to put a bullet in my head or John Lennon's head or his head for wanting peace? Too bad. Because I'm not changing. I didn't expect this.
What?
Yeah, he's fucking delusional.
Is
You
there
want to put a
something wrong
bullet
with
in my head? I mean, don't we all feel that way all the time, though?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say about this guy.
Other than he's fucking insane.
Other than he is my king.
Do they have
Short
good
king.
bagels there?
Probably not.
Eric, what are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
He's a huh?
Nothing. What's up?
That was a lot of noise happening.
Why are you breathing so hard?
I don't know. I could stop.
Just for a second.
Alright,
Is Cops on?
you watching Cops?
No.
Anyway.
Alright, so for next ASEN, we're all gonna cosplay as him.
No, I'm cosplaying as the guy that tackled him.
The thing that you don't see, and I was trying to find the picture of it, when the guy tackles him to the ground, he kicks him in the crotch at the same time.
Ooh.
All while choking him.
Alright, so that was a power move right there.
Yeah,
Damn.
man, yeah, this was great. I don't know what else to say about this guy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have my hopes too high.
Yeah. I see what you did there.
I love him, actually.
Why?
But he's so entertaining. I was watching that video over and over
Like,
again.
I haven't seen you get this much enjoyment out of something from the internet in a long time.
I haven't seen you get enjoyment from anything in a long time.
Yeah, and this did it. This did it for me. Mm-hmm. At night, when I fell asleep, I dreamt for the first time in like 3 weeks. Yeah, I was getting
Is
tackled
it sad that happens to
in
me
a bagel
sometimes?
shop.
There's sometimes where I go like 3 weeks without dreaming.
Dude, I don't dream for years at a time.
That's
Wait,
really sad.
so what if you're actually in the Matrix and when you go to sleep you go into his body? That's why you dreamt that.
Whoa.
Damn. Because me and him have never been in the same room at the same time.
That's true. Also, you had some bagels that you couldn't explain how they got to your house the other day.
That's true. What if you're having sleep paralysis, but the sleep demon is really short and just goes, "You're not my boss, or my father, or my god."
Wrong order of
Wrong order of operations.
But we get it. We get it, though.
We get it.
But good job, buddy.
Thank you. But he is an entrepreneur. He runs his own cleaning business
Me too.
out of his van, which is also his home.
And his office.
I respect his office. I respect the consolidation of life.
Yeah.
He consolidated his knees to his hips.
Jesus Christ.
I'm over this.
All
segment.
right.
Can we just get to the first news story?
I'm done with
Because
him.
he likes to stay grounded.
He's probably sturdy. That earthquake in California would have done nothing for him.
There's a low center of gravity, you know?
All right, so we normally do news on the spit bucket.
Yes.
That was just a news story that we had to talk about before jumping into the news that matters. So I'll start us off. Finland hosts its first heavy metal knitting competition.
Oh my fuck.
Have you guys heard about this before?
No.
Alex put down his phone and nodded his head.
I was ready. Knitting and metal.
Have you
I
ever-
don't know
favorite
how
things?
it's possible,
What?
Wait, you said knitting?
Yeah, like a sweater,
but it's metal.
but it's metal, and it's
Oh,
and it's a
Using
competition.
metal to knit sweaters made out of metal. So basically chainmail.
Yeah. So let's fix the news article title.
Yeah.
Old ladies
It's
knit
just the chainmail
chainmail.
All right. So this happened in Junsu, Finland.
Sure.
Isn't Finland
No,
like
Yunsu.
You. Cranked it.
Isn't Finland known
Anyways.
for like death metal?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Okay.
So
Remember
this-
that guy killed his friend killed himself and he took a picture of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cover?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
What was that band called?
I
You
have no
t-
idea.
you
Heart
told us.
something, Black Hearts.
Or was it
Heart
you?
Something. I don't remember.
No, I told you
No,
about it,
he-
but I forgot what the name of it is.
And I just masturbated to it that night. So like,
Finland is metal as
God.
fuck, so if heavy metal knitting was going to happen anywhere, this is the perfect place for it. So it happened in Junsu, Finland, armed with needles and yarn of wool, so not metal. Teams of avid knitters danced around Thursday to defend the sound, to deafening sounds of drums beating and guitar slashing at the first ever heavy metal knitting world championship in eastern Finland.
Sound it out.
Can I do that again?
No, you can't.
We'll all pretend that it is the first time hearing it.
All right. Pretend that this is the first time I'm saying
what?
this.
Oh, wait, not yet.
What?
Over that. You what?
Yeah,
Do we
this
have
still doesn't
a-
work.
The spit bucket bloopers. It's only gonna be Omar.
All right, I'm gonna edit it. I know I can't read or write or read.
I can't read or write or read.
Or read. Or remember, apparently.
You said the three things I can't do: read, write, and read.
Read what I wrote.
The three biggest obstacles in life.
These are the three obstacles in my life that I can't get over.
You're horrible for hosting a podcast.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Goofy.
The thing is that I pre-read this before you guys came.
He sounded it out on everything.
I picked one that I thought I could read.
It's like, the story isn't funny, it's just the only one I can read.
I even pronounced Yunsu before.
Oh, my stomach.
Uh,
God damn.
It's okay, Omar. We'll take it from the top one more time.
I feel lightheaded.
Alright, sorry guys. Alright, moving on. So they took this on in eastern Finland with stage names such as Wolf Fumes, Bunny Bandit, and 9-inch Needles. The participants...
9-inch needles?
9-inch
Wait, are these
Needles.
supposed to be spoofs of actual bands?
No, they're actual knitting bands. Would you
Oh.
consider them bands
What
or...
the fuck is a knitting band?
Alright, so this is what it is.
What is that even?
The participants share in a simple goal: to showcase their knitting skills while dancing to heavy music in the most outlandish way possible.
That's a very Finnish thing to do.
Finland is known for their heavy metal culture.
It's Dawn of the Black Hearts is the name of the artist, of the guy who shot himself in the head.
Look up Dawn of the Blackhearts if you want to throw up.
If you want to see a guy's head shot off with another guy taking a picture in front of it as an album cover.
Just because it's fucking gross. I'm probably going to regret it, but...
There you go.
Let me see.
I regret it.
I want to see it. I
Put the
want to see it. I
brightness
want to
up.
see it. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Alright, we're going to throw that on the Facebook page. And by that I mean we're not going to.
And censored, so the whole thing's blocked.
Wait.
Yeah, just one. It's gonna be a black.
So that
No,
guy-
just redraw it in crayon.
So I see the dude with his head blown off, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to... There's someone in front of him now?
No,
No, he just took a picture. So
Oh,
he
just took
he
a
shot
picture.
himself, right, to sacrifice himself to Satan or something like that. And then that guy caught home, and instead of like doing anything, he took a picture
Instead of
and said,
freaking out, he's like,
That's a good album cover.
"Yeah, it's
Cool
a good album cover."
Well,
I mean, he's right.
like he wasn't wrong, but at the same time, he's dead. But he was like, no, this is pretty metal.
I mean, he took advantage of the situation.
I guess he's just an opportunist, huh?
So yeah, that same guy would sleep in like dirt and shit in the same clothes and rub it in dirt before going onto the stage, just so he looked like he came out of a coffin.
That's just fucking gross, honestly. It's not even metal. It's just...
Have you seen
You're
that
just
video?
fucking nasty at that point.
I've seen that video of this guy who's like wearing a gimp suit, and he's like just wading through a pool, like a septic
shit.
tank.
Uh-huh. No, I haven't, but that sounds fucking
And
gross.
he's like, there's literally just like bunch of poo poo in this big tank.
And pee-pee.
And he's just wearing that like latex gimp suit, and he's like cupping it and like putting it in his eyes.
I'm assuming he's dead now.
Maybe.
Because like
has hepatitis at least.
At least.
At
If not
minimum.
everything
I
else.
have to find that video to show it to you guys.
That's gonna be the name of my band, Hepatitis at Least. So, Heather McLean says, "It's ridiculous, but so much fun." And she is a PhD engineering student from Scotland. She's trying to get her shot at the world title. So when I saw the combination of heavy metal and knitting, I thought, this is my niche.
My knitters.
And we're cutting that out. Anyways.
They said that on Bob's Burgers. It's okay.
Yeah, they said it on Fox, so it's okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Fox would never say that.
Fox hates brown people, though.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
That's true.
Kanye West, 2000.
2000 with like 4.
Yeah, like 2004. The competition took place. The town is right by the Russian border. The eclectic group is about 200 people.
Uh-huh.
I'm in my head now.
Do you want to just...
No. Okay.
I got this. Everyone chill out.
You want to use a lifeline there?
The eclectic group of around 200 people watched the performances, and this was from families to children to elderly people, and some that are just heavy metal fans that came in their leather jackets, swirling their hair to the fast-paced music.
What I want to know is how there's an intersection between people who knit and people who listen to metal.
It's
that's
rule,
the most profound thing.
What's that rule? 41 or something?
34.
Rule 34.
Yeah.
That has to do with the
34.
internet, though.
That
has to do with porn.
Yeah.
So that's a little off.
Is there metal porn?
Probably.
Alex?
Checking.
He said, I'm on it, boss.
Heavy metal is more mainstream in Finland than in a lot of other countries, and most of the popularity came from the Eurovision festival that they have, where you know what it is, right?
Like that, I just find the concept weird. So basically, it's just like a giant contest between all of Europe. They're like, "Hey, sing."
Wait, what is
like,
it?
Okay,
what am I looking at?
That's Pokemon.
Oh wow, that's don't tell me. I was gonna say Magneto. Never mind.
Magnemite?
Yeah, man.
Oh, Magnemite with a giant dick.
He's got a big like.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to.
So, in 2006, the Finnish band Lordi won that contest.
We used to listen to Lordy.
Yeah, they wrote what is it, Hard Rock Hallelujah,
Yeah.
and they won the competition. So heavy metal was huge in Finland.
Wow.
Even Barack Obama acknowledged the fact that metal is a big part of Finnish culture.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
One of the reasons that they
Is
say
that why white people are gross?
Yep.
Finland, the reason that people say that heavy metal is so big and mainstream in Finland is because it's always very dark, we're a bit melancholy, and like rhythm. So that's the reason that people say that heavy metal is big in Finland.
Also, they're just sad, probably all the time.
It's dark all the time and cold.
What else are you gonna do other than metal? I like metal, but
It's those dark those long dark winters.
Dark winters.
They'll do that to you. Mm-hmm. So what else do you need for long winters? Hats, sweaters,
Blankie,
metal,
chainmail.
So I feel like it makes sense.
Yeah.
In cold climates like that, they have to do
now.
knitting.
It makes more sense now.
And they listen to metal, so why not combine them together?
Right.
So Thursday's competition saw participants from 9 different countries.
Sorry.
What are you showing, Alex?
No,
I think me
Alan, don't. It's okay, move on.
What happened?
The way you said participants.
What did I say? Participants.
So Thursday's competition saw participants from the United States, Russia, Japan, and a bunch of other shit. It doesn't matter. So the whole performance is based on passion, drama, and the panel of judges is the one who decides. I'm sorry, people.
It's just that
Alex is just
ever
putting on
since
Rule 34.
But it's just that this lady's getting fucked by the ocean, and the ocean is coming inside her. And I'm just looking. She's just walking.
It's literally just like a body of water with like tentacles coming out.
Yeah, it's just fucking her. It's like,
and it comes and
it
literally
comes
makes
inside
her stomach
her.
huge.
Like,
wow.
I don't.
Like impregnates her like almost immediately. My bad.
I saw that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Sorry, everyone's distracted by the Rule 34.
That's weird.
It's a good place of the internet.
All right. So after the success of this festival, which was the first of its kind, organizers have announced that they will repeat it next summer adding that heavy metal knitting is on a long list of weird yet hilarious Finland summer gatherings, including, like, they also play soccer, but they carry their wives on their back while they're playing soccer.
God damn it!
Yeah.
Of course they do.
So Finland's just a very eclectic. It's the Portland of Europe.
They're like, hey,
are they all inbred?
we're weird. Check this out.
Yeah,
Is there
we're gonna. Can you do a Finnish? Can you do a European
No,
accent?
I don't even know what a Finnish accent sounds like. Never even heard a Finnish person speak.
All right.
I'm from Sweden.
Speaking of
There you go.
basically aliens,
Yeah.
weirdos like that.
What a smooth
Oh,
transition.
I'm trying.
Is it getting hot in here?
Hot take.
I can't read, but I can do transitions like a motherfucker.
Eric, you still there?
You also can't write or
Eric
read.
fell asleep.
I think he hung up.
What?
No.
All right, on his way to clap some alien cheeks. Alan, you got a story for us?
Well, damn, weren't we supposed to talk about the aliens first? But, yeah, I got a story.
Wait.
Well, do you want to give a whole background to this?
I want to say like a week ago, there's been like this, I guess you would call it a petition? Or what would you call it?
No, it's just a group.
A collection.
Oh, it's because wasn't it like a group of people who conspiracists were like, we're tired of this being. You're talking about the alien thing, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
the
so-
bum rushing Area 51.
I'm like, if we talk
No,
about
not
another
my
fucking
cat.
midget, I swear to God.
No more midget talk for this episode.
So basically, there was like a big sign up of like people who were like sick and tired of the government, and they're like, we need to go bum rush Area 51, and like in the name of the title, it said they can't stop us all. But the thing is,
Which is true.
They absolutely can. If they wanted to. Like, let's be real here.
You think that they could stop us all?
I think so. Yeah. So there's been, I guess it started off with that, and it was kind of funny, but at least I did not see the wave of like memes and people clowning on this shit. Like
It's been pretty great.
It's hilarious.
These are some of the best. These are high shelf memes that have been
They
coming out
are,
in the past
and it's
week.
like it's spreading across all types of like communities. Because like on Facebook, I'm part of like a lot of car like enthusiast groups, and they're like, oh, this is gonna be like the Honda game is gonna be crazy once we get that UFO technology. And there's a bunch of videos of like these Mustangs doing burnouts and hitting pedestrians, and they like would Photoshop UFOs like doing that. And so I mean,
Car people are just horse people.
I am
Kinda.
I-
Faster horses.
I'm part of a bunch of wrestling groups on Facebook,
Of course.
and it's also on there.
are they clowning on it too?
Yeah, when the guards hear the glass break, and it's
yeah, I've
Stone
seen
Cold
that.
walking towards Area 51.
Also, I've seen a meme about Area 51 in almost every like meme format that's around. Right
It's wild.
They're great. There's
Mexican
so much
Facebook
you could do.
Loves this alien.
yeah, honestly.
The diabetes one too.
They've
Yeah.
infiltrated
when,
the diabetes.
when they finally cured diabetes.
Wow.
LOL.
That's just sad. That's just sad.
I was waiting for the funny part.
When we find this Area 51 tech to cure diabetes.
My favorite
shit.
thing that has come out of it though is how much people want to have sex with the alien.
Dude,
That took
yeah.
a turn out of nowhere where it's
Yeah,
now
that
it's about
was.
clapping alien cheeks.
Yeah. Yeah,
What does
so,
that mean?
I mean, that's pretty much what's been happening, and, I mean, it's all fun and games, but,
Until you clap some alien cheeks.
there's
I'm not stopping until I see some cheeks.
Me too.
So there's a pretty, I want to say, like, a credible Facebook group. It talks a lot about, like, science and, like, shit that's going around in the world. And they felt the need to kind of put up this article saying hundreds of thousands of people have signed up for the not-so-secret invasion of Area 51. In case it's not clear, please do not do this. That was a nice little dramatic pause. But anyways, moving on. At the moment that this article was written, there was at least 300,000, but I know it's a lot more than that.
No,
now.
it's like 85.
I
Well,
can
no,
check.
850,000
What the fuck?
people
Right
on it.
now,
Yeah,
it is
it's getting real close to a million.
1.7 million.
1.7 million.
Yeah. Including you, Omar.
Yeah, boy.
I haven't
I'm
signed
part of
up
that
yet.
group.
I haven't signed up yet, but I will.
Alex, thank you for inviting me to it. By the way,
Sacrifice my life.
Yeah, I invited a bunch of
Yeah.
Actually, interestingly enough,
What?
I haven't gotten the invite.
Yes, I
because you can't clap cheeks.
Boy, I can fucking clap cheeks. Don't you worry about me. Okay?
Clap my own cheeks.
Wow, Ivan.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so basically they just talk about how like this joke might have gotten a little out of hand, and it's funny, but like they are concerned that people might attempt to do this.
I guarantee you people will, like, at least drive up to
Man,
the
I would-
furthest point you can get to.
I'd love to be at what is it, like Roswell? I'd love to be in Roswell, September 20th,
Yeah.
2019, to clap some cheeks.
You see, like, my favorite memes that have come out of this so far is basically like, what if only one person shows up, but it's Keanu Reeves?
Ooh.
Damn.
So it's like
They're done.
And
they're
they just
done.
killed his
We're
dog.
in.
And there's this other one where it's like, you know, the time traveler memes,
Mhm.
and it's like, he's like, so did we really like raid, Area 51 in 2019? And then the time traveler was like, oh, you mean the Great Massacre of Area 51? Like
what?
It's like, what?
There was a GoFundMe.
Stay sec right now.
It was like of $100,000 to get Lil Nas X to do
Oh my
Old Town
God.
Road at Area 51. He's like, nah, cancel the petition. I'll do that shit for free.
God damn it.
But there's a lot of people saying that they're gonna find aliens, they're gonna find Tupac and Elvis, and they're gonna find the set where the moon landing was staged, and they're gonna put a stop to it all. Of
course.
They also had the whole thing where it was 9 months after the raid, and it was a baby alien.
Baby alien.
Oh man!
So they're gonna find some of those in there too.
So basically, this whole thing is set up for September 20th at 3 a.m. And there's a lot of organizers trying to quote see them aliens, and in order to get past security, attendees have come up with a plan to outrun any bullets that might greet them by copying the running style of anime cartoon character called Naruto.
Yeah, the whole point of it was to Naruto run to the fence.
Yeah, so...
But literally, do you think if 1 million people show up and start bum rushing Area
Like
51...
3 people would make it in. The rest...
That's all we need! That's all we need, just
One
those 3
seed
people.
is all we need.
Yeah!
Just a
start
sea of
a
people to intake all the bullets.
Pretty much.
You know?
We need human shields.
So this article, basically to close it out, is saying, like, in case you still haven't worked it out, this event is absolutely not serious, and no one should even think about being anywhere near Area 51 during this raid. There's a lot of things to do on September 20th. Maybe this should not be one of them. So
Have you seen that map? It's like a Google
Yeah.
image photo where it's like the Kyles are gonna come in from behind,
Yeah.
and then the furries are gonna be like the first line of defense.
And also the,
And then the rest of us safely sneaking in.
I saw that same map. It was like women and children are invading the back of it.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I had to look up what a Kyle was.
Yeah.
You didn't know what a Kyle
I
is?
know we all know what a Kyle is.
We've all experienced
You
it.
must have not had drywall in your house.
No. Oh, is that
don't.
what does that mean?
They just punch through
Yeah.
drywall.
Does that mean I'm a Kyle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, like, the requirements of a Kyle is you need to be like 6.5 to 7 feet, wear a monster hat, a dark tank top, jeans, a chain wallet. You need to punch holes through drywall or lockers and drink Monster, pretty much.
So the thing is,
I didn't know the height thing.
I know a Kyle who is 7 feet tall and does drink Monster.
God damn it.
And Axe body spray.
Well, you need fuel for that big ass body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're fucking
Oh boy's
7 feet
huge.
tall. I don't know. That's crazy.
I'm sure he can punch through multiple drywalls.
Yeah.
I would love to have him on my raid team.
He probably punched through his brick wall.
Probably.
Y'all ever punched through drywall?
Yeah.
What's the angriest you guys have been where you did some stupid
I punched a tree once.
Eric, have you ever punched through a wall?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he told me about
Was
it.
was there an alien on the other side of it that you were trying to get to?
No. I was just mad.
Me too.
What was it? I was at a party, and I was with a group of fellow young men there, and we were
gentlemen.
Fellow
we were all
gentlemen.
hanging out.
youngsters?
Yeah, anyway, so
Fentanyl youngster.
sorry, I got the Omar syndrome. But anyway, so we were there, and we were all hanging out, and then one of the guys' sisters, like, it was a sister's party, point of fact, but all her friends started showing up, and then the party went on for like another hour, and then like some guy was like talking smack to someone, and I got like really mad, and then I was the only one who ended up getting kicked out of that party, but I punched a hole in their wall.
On your way out as a signature.
Yeah, that actually wasn't. I was like so mad that I just like turned to the side and punched like a really big hole in the wall. And then I left.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. I'm scared now.
Did you ever go back to that house?
Yeah. they
to fix the hole.
They kind of saw me do it, and I mean they were mad, but apparently, like, I guess it was not okay, but like he said that like after they found out the situation was that like I only got kicked out because like someone was talking like mad mad crazy to one of my friends, and I was just like trying to stop him and like tell him like he needed to like chill out. They were like, okay. I guess it just seemed like I was yelling at the guy, but in reality, I was like, don't do that. And then I guess it like escalated a little bit, and yeah, because everyone saw the escalation part, they just assumed that I was like talking crap to him, and I was like,
they all thought that you were telling him that he's not your father or your boss or God.
Did it backwards again.
yeah, I don't think you're saying that right.
I'm not.
He gave up.
But yes.
A little nappy.
I did have a moment of Kyle in me once in my life.
Why were you punching trees?
I don't know. I was young. I was mad.
There was one time I threw a Comcast remote to the wall.
Damn.
And that shit didn't break. So I'm like, fuck this control.
That's a strong ass
fuck
controller.
This wall. I punched the wall. I hurt myself.
Damn.
I got over that fit of rage real quick.
Her fist bounced back and punched her.
Alan, you ever punch a wall?
No, I threw a bottle at a wall once.
What did the wall do to you?
Huh?
What did the wall do to you?
Oh, it wasn't the wall. It was Eric. He pissed me off.
Oh, damn.
Eric, do you remember that?
So Eric was Eric was going through his sad boy years, and I had just recently got out of mine. And my mom kind of knocked on my door one night, and she's like, "Hey, you need to go downstairs and like talk to your brother." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So basically, long story short, I go down there. Like, he's obviously upset. I'm trying to talk to him, but he's not making
any sense.
Well, not any sense, but he wasn't trying to hear it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what happened. I
farted when you said that.
It was like me and him were both yelling at each other, and I wasn't going to put my hands on him. Like,
should have.
I have never put a single hand on Eric once ever growing up.
Eric, is that true?
Not even for a hug?
No, for a hug, yeah, but I'm talking about like fighting. So like,
wrestle?
obviously, I wasn't about to like punch him because he's hurt. He's pretty intoxicated. So my only logical decision at that point was to grab a bottle and chuck it across the fucking basement. So for the longest, there was a giant hole in her wall, and I think I threw another one too, and it hit.
Did it work?
No, I don't think so. I don't remember what happened. That's to be completely honest.
Man, I hope you didn't make your mom clean it up.
Oh no, I think I picked it up. This is a while ago, but no. And I think I punched the steering wheel once, so that was about the only thing I've ever punched.
Wow.
Nice.
I was gonna say the way I remember that thing was like I was like freaking out in the basement, and I asked for Alan, and then he came down there, and then I wouldn't let him talk to me.
Yeah.
There was other people there, but I was like, no, I only want to talk to like Alan. Like, someone get Alan, and they brought him, and then like he tried talking to me. I was like, don't talk to me. Like, and then so basically like I think it was like a mixture of me yelling at him / like waking him up in the middle of the night, like for literally like no reason.
So you gotta imagine, like, my mom comes and wakes me up at like 3:30 at night. I go downstairs and I have to deal with that. So like that's where like I guess the frustration came out of. But yeah, that's wild.
Funny. Wow.
Alex, have you ever had a Kyle moment?
Not recently or in a long time, because every time when I used to get really mad all the time, and I would what did I do? I did punch something, but I don't remember. But if I get really angry, my blood sugar goes up.
You just collapse.
Well, no, I get.
Alex is the safest bad person you'll ever meet.
He just throws up when he.
If I get mad, I get high, and if I get high, I get angrier. So it's kind of like the Hulk kind of thing. Except I'll just get constantly more angry.
Pass out.
Yeah, and I'll just be like, I remember my mom walked in. She's like, "How you doing?" I'm like, "Stop talking to me! Like, what do you want from me, Mom?"
You know what though? That is a very Kyle thing to do.
Yeah.
So I guess if I get high, I turn into Kyle.
Wow.
So.
That's his high persona.
You threw him, man?
No, I don't think I've ever punched a wall.
But you've never had a Kyle moment?
Never punched a certain person.
What's the angriest I've ever made you? Like, let's be honest. Let's air this out.
He said all the fucking time.
I want to hear the story from you after he's done.
Yeah.
Like,
I literally have no idea.
He said the truth is I'm always angry.
That's my secret.
Turns around and punches a little bit.
But I've never just
honestly,
pissed you off.
now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever even seen Omar like mad like once. I don't know how that's possible.
I feel like
I don't remember the context. I've seen you mad before.
Yeah,
You've seen me mad?
Yeah, I don't remember the context at all.
What did I do when I was mad?
Nothing. You're just like...
You just look dumb.
Yeah.
I've seen you get grumpy, and I want to beat the shit out of you when you're grumpy.
I literally actually have remembered one time that Omar has been mad.
Really?
I remember now. Hey, Omar, you remember that time? I'm not going to say the name, but you remember that one time you were mad at, like, a mutual friend of all of ours, and then, like, you would literally, like, hate being around him? I think that was the only time I've ever seen you remotely mad. I think you know who you're. I think.
Oh,
I think you know what I'm talking
but
about.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Wait, I want to know
that
who
whole
this is
dilemma
off.
between you and him. And honestly, anytime it was brought up or you like would talk about it, I think that was like the maddest you've ever been.
That's true, but I wasn't really that mad. I'm just gonna ignore this whole situation.
I want to know what it is.
Drama.
Well, like I said, that literally is the
so
maddest
weird.
I've seen you. I don't think I've ever seen you any.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I'm pretty good about it.
I'm so curious. Earlier we went to go.
Wait, I thought we were talking about aliens.
We are.
What were
That
we
was
doing?
over.
We're on to Kyle's
We
now.
went out to eat with Omar and his family, and the topic of jealousy came up, and this man's trying to tell me, it's like, I don't get jealous. Like, boy. Now let me explain to you, piece by piece, every time you've said you haven't gotten jealous, but you're like, you know,
Oh, we're
you're a
getting
little
cold out
grumpy
here.
puss.
I just want to
Boy.
preface this with, I'm with you, Omar. I get jealous too.
Like, to me, there's no shame in admitting that you get jealous.
I feel
You
ashamed
just
to
gotta,
ever say. I
you just
hate
gotta keep
feeling
that shit
jealous.
under control. That's the thing.
I am.
I always.
What are you
keep it-
talking about?
I always keep it under control, but I fucking hate feeling jealous because I feel stupid for being jealous. Like,
Yeah, same here.
you know?
I'm like I want to say like not extremely, but I'm a very very jealous person.
Right.
And
So if you saw your girlfriend kissing another boy, would you be jealous?
No, fuck
yeah,
that.
of course. So it's like it's funny because like for a long time I was trying to hold it in or like trying to like pretend it's no big deal, like because it wasn't a big deal, but you know in my own mind I was overthinking it way too much.
Right.
And I remember showing like some sort of jealousy, like just a little bit, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't know you were jealous. Like I think it's really cute." And
He's like, "Oh, I'll get real
I'm
jealous
like, no,
now."
that's the thing. Like I know,
said,
like
"Watch this."
if I, I'm gonna start yelling like that little Indian man who caught his fingers in his Lamborghini.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh man,
Eric, have you seen that video?
Wait, what video?
The video of like the Indian guy in a Lamborghini, and then he smashes his fingers.
he's like flexing. He's like mine, mine, mine. You know, garage, garage. This, and then like he closes like his butterfly door. No, it's not what he says. But he closes like his butterfly door, and he's like,
I thought you were talking about that video of that girl trying to unite all the vegans. Have you seen that?
In Walmart?
No, you never seen that? She's like outside, like in nature, by like a bunch of stuff.
No.
She's like,
what the fuck?
she's like, vegans come together, and then like it cuts off, and then it's her again, and she's just like yelling. And she's like by a bunch of chickens, and she's like, I am vegan. I am vegan.
I'm gonna have to look that up later.
No, we've never seen that. That sounds funny though.
Wait, so what happened with Omar then?
What do you mean?
Him
We're
being
gonna
jealous?
expose him on air?
Yeah.
There's nothing to expose.
No, there's not any like action that he took, but it's just his attitude towards me.
Towards you?
He said, fuck off anytime you say anything.
Hey, you go fuck yourself.
Hey, fuck off. You're not my dad. You're not my god. Or my boss.
That's true.
Did he hurt you?
Long story short, he hit me.
Hey, you guys ever wear thin pants and then go to lint roll and hit your testicles really hard?
Yep. That's
No.
Jam, did he hurt you?
Alright, so I'm wearing very thin pants. And I had a bunch of
slice?
they're as thin as a Nathan Fielder watermelon slice.
Okay.
And I went to lint roll my pants,
Okay.
and when I was lint rolling over my crotch, I clapped my nuts and they hurt.
You clapped your own cheeks accidentally?
Yeah.
Wow.
You guys ever do that?
I've had that happen once.
I did that once, I think with a table. Did I tell you guys that? During the,
Did you clip it?
no, I like lightly grazed my boys against like the corner of a table or a chair. But I remember telling you guys over the group chat that one time we were all talking about how women ain't shit. And, like, poor Jam was just like, whatever, dude, like, fuck all y'all.
Our typical comment.
Yeah,
Not shit.
And then you ended that conversation with like, but then again, what do I know? So don't listen to me.
What'd you
No,
do?
I think the way I ended it, because I kind of got the sense that Jam was getting like a little mad, and then Alex,
A group chat of like 5 boys telling her that women ain't shit.
like women ain't shit, and it got really wild. And I think Alex said that like guys' assholes are even better than like girls can't even like. No, I'm just gonna.
I'm sure I could go back and find that conversation, and I'll post it on the Facebook.
So pretty much just to like even shit out, I was like, all right, well, you know, you're gonna have to find what I said because
He said, to be fair, I would walk by a chair and graze my.
Yeah, so one of Jam's points basically was like, oh, like why can't you guys like, you know?
Oh, I get it. Women bleed once a month. Oh, this is what I told her. Women bleed once a month and give the worst anal.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What did Alan say?
Try me. I have shit to say. Okay, and then he said, all jokes aside, I do have.
This is what I said.
Do have. Do have.
Do have it.
An incredible.
Wait, did I write that?
No, that was me.
An incredible amount of respect for women and what they deal with and / or put up with, but at the same time, I also acknowledge that they ain't shit. But at the same time, I'm basically biased at my own terrible experience. So basically, don't listen to anything I have to say.
The most neutral shit I've ever heard.
Women are fantastic. Also, they ain't shit.
Yeah.
Also, don't listen to me.
Yeah, because I'm basing that all on like bad experience.
Me and Omar were laying in bed, and I'm literally reading this out to him, and I'm dying of laughter.
God.
And it all started because our Lord and Savior Ivan Prado would never say such a thing because we literally quoted him saying, "Women ain't shit."
I got in a lot of trouble that night, boys.
I went back and I listened to that episode. I forgot what episode
Did I say that?
it is.
You said it very loud.
Yeah,
and you were just
very-
like, we kind of moved on.
Very clear. Very clear.
Well, I got in a lot of trouble for that.
Oh man. But you guys,
That was funny.
You guys ever graze your nuts on a chair? And
Hell yeah.
have you guys ever sat on your nuts?
I do that a lot.
What?
No, not sitting on it, but like I'll
Grazing
sit
it
on my
shit.
side and I'll squish them with my legs. Yeah.
No, like,
Big are your nuts?
yeah, I feel like I've done that a few
Not that
times,
big,
but it's
but-
never been like painful. It's just kind of like, oh, let me fix that. But
But it hurts
Wait.
a little bit because I'm
I
like,
just want to see him. Everyone, whip him out.
I'm okay.
So I sat so hard on my nuts
Me too.
that I got a hernia.
No.
wait.
Huh? Really?
You guys never heard that? It's happened to a lot of people apparently.
You sounded like the Indian guy getting out of a Ferrari.
How?
Apparently, some guys, it's an actual danger. But if you sit too fast and you squeeze your nuts so hard, it'll shoot up into your abdomen, creating inguinal hernia, something like that. And it's just a hernia down there.
That sounds yumpy.
Well, a friend
So
of the
watch how
show,
you sit.
Gibby, said that he knows someone who sat on them and one of them popped. So
Yeah.
he only has one. So he's talked about that on a previous
that
episode.
sounds like a
I
nightmare.
remember one time I went to a parent-teacher conference for my sister's high school. They had a little craft table in one of the classrooms for, like, kids. And I remember the table being shorter than I needed it to be. So I was, like, leaning over to reach for something, and the corner was right on my little cookie. And I'm like, this pressure feels kind of nice.
Oh no.
And then I'm like,
Damn it.
alright, I'm going to finish coloring this flamingo, and I gotta get out of here.
Man,
You ever have that happen when you sat on them? You're like,
Yeah.
ooh, I like that.
I like how I'm in pain.
What about you, Eric? You ever like hit them on something stupid?
I mean, like,
You're
a lot of times I'll just turn around and like not know where I'm at, and then
Hit
like,
it in the doorway.
Walk
Yeah.
into a doorknob. That's perfect.
I mean, like it's just like it's like, or even like when I get in my car, like sometimes like it's not in a rush, but like if I get in my car and I'm just like not careful, I kind of like close. Like when I sit down, it kind of like closes my legs really fast. And then
I thought you were
I
going to
just
say
like
that you closed the door on them.
Yeah.
no.
Never get
No,
out
I
of your
just, like-
Lambo and
like-
squish them on your nuts.
I just like I'll open my door and I'll just like jump into my car and then like I'll be like, oh, that's a bad idea.
Or like when you're filling up gas and then you go to close the gas cap.
And they get caught in there.
That's the worst.
I get them stuck there all the
I
time.
feel like you guys are always in every situation naked when you guys should.
No, it's because I wear thin pants.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And no boxers
You
either.
said if you ever hit him on anything stupid, I instantly thought my ex.
Oh, shit.
Okay, hold on. Speaking of like exes, there was one time where I almost threw up. Right? But here's the thing. We were having a good time, and I guess like she was like giving me some head, and I guess she was like
some of it though, just
some of it, not all of it. Yeah. But basically, she's like down on my boys, right? And I guess like she kind of just sucked on one a little too hard. I had to like push her off me. I'm like, oh my god, dude! I felt like I was gonna like vomit right there on the spot. I don't know what the hell happened, but
don't ever do that.
There was one time, this was pretty recent too, where I was like my head was hanging off the bed. I was, upside down. And I think Omar had just turned the lights off and he was getting ready to come into bed too. And I feel just this warmth on my forehead. And it was just this fucking sack. And his peanut was on my nose. That was the funniest shit.
Someone turn on the heater.
Nice.
Just my nuts.
She's like, why do I feel like Squidward right now?
Did your eyes like cross inward? Like what? Wait a minute.
She's like, wait a second. Oh, that's fucking gross.
That's funny as hell.
Oh my god.
We like to have fun around here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right.
So who's been kicked in the nuts?
I've been kicked in the nuts.
Me too.
I think we have time for one more story.
I have a good story. It's a quickie. This one is actually from a few days ago, July 11th. A truck spilled.
We only report on live stories. Stories developing currently.
We're a partner of CNN.
Funny enough, that's where the story's from.
Oh,
bitch.
wow.
A truck.
From our sister station.
A truck spilled guts all over the Kansas City interstate, and commuters were told to find an alternative route.
That'll just be another mud pit.
Commuters in Kansas, Missouri face road closures and construction and accidents regularly, but they encountered a new hurdle Thursday morning, a massive pile of pig intestines.
Me too.
Nearly,
Is that like a chicharron delivery that went wrong?
maybe. Nearly all lanes of Interstate 670 near downtown were closed after a semi lost its load of intestines, which appeared in piles and smeared into asphalt for about 50 yards. But it was smell, commuters said, that was the real problem.
Alex, I feel like you would really like this situation. Like if you were caught in traffic and then just guts started flying everywhere.
I can show you pictures.
I feel like that's like your
my kind of day.
Your niche.
Also, the ammonia leak that happened. He was like,
Oh yeah, when that happened, like right, the one that was like
right here, yeah.
I remember I called Omar as soon as I woke up.
Yeah, I was at work.
what a sweet boy.
I called him like, "Are you guys okay?" And he's like, "Yeah,
No, not at all.
I'm like, "Okay, well then fuck you." And then
Well, it was a mile from my job, and then I literally had like 10 minutes until my alarm was gonna go off, and then my boss like, "Hey, due to the spill, don't come in today. Don't come near the area." And I said, "Spill." So I looked through.
Spilt?
I'm like, oh, some people have died. One of my boss's brothers was like hospitalized because of it.
Really?
Has anyone died because of it?
I don't think anyone.
Yeah.
Someone actually died from it?
I think like 4 people died.
What the fuck? Are you
I thought
sure?
4 people were just injured from it.
No.
I hope they didn't die. I hope you're wrong.
You talking about the
Just
chemical
'cause,
spill?
like,
Yeah.
Oh, I know that a couple firefighters got hospitalized because of the exposure.
It was
but
like 16 that got hospitalized, and then I think
Now
someone died.
imagine your place closed because guts spilled all over it.
It stinks so bad, and I almost threw up in my car. One man drove
That's
past.
before I smelled the guts.
Police advised, hold your noses and avoid the area for now. Officials deployed snow plows, a bobcat, and loads of powdered soap as they attempted to
Release
clean
a
the
wildcat.
When the smell is so bad that your only solution is to release
wild
wildcats.
animals,
Throw a mountain lion in there.
which they hope would be cleared by noon local time. In the meantime, the Kansas City office of Missouri's Department of Transportation joked that the people should find an alternative snout and avoid the pork predicament.
I'm never gonna go to CNN for my news again.
Yep.
Please ignore our sister station. They gotta leave the jokes for us.
Yeah. That's what we do. They report just straight news.
And I read it horribly.
And we read it horribly. Or mainly just Omar.
Do you guys want to do one more story?
Alright. So this is from CNN.
Our sister company.
once again. So this is in Florida. So a man was killed after he was struck by lightning while riding his motorcycle in northeast Florida.
Well, that's just sad.
Yeah, I said it was going to be a depressing one.
Oh, okay.
But I just thought that it was crazy that this man is riding a motorcycle and gets hit. In
What's
the
funny
head.
is how he's saying motorcycle.
Is it- oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry that I say one word
His
wrong.
bicycle.
Yeah, his motorized bicycle.
So let's see. So he was 45-year-old man traveling south on the Interstate 95 around 2 p.m. when he was struck.
See, if he survived that, he would have had automatically superpowers,
Or was he
right?
wearing a helmet?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah,
that's
was he wearing a helmet?
so the next sentence is lightning shattered his helmet.
Oh shit!
So it did not do anything.
That's so fucked up. Imagine.
See, another reason I don't ever want you to get a motorcycle.
I mean, he would have. He wouldn't have died if he was in a car. But
Oh, they have the picture.
all right,
That's like,
you win this one.
That's why I wear a helmet inside cars too, just
Fine
in case
then.
the lightning strikes.
That was
You
his
win
helmet.
this. Oh my fuck.
Damn,
Yeah.
dog.
It doesn't look like it's that bad.
But also, he shouldn't. Well, you can't really blame him.
He shouldn't be driving.
I was gonna say he shouldn't be on a motorcycle in a storm, but like you could be riding and you don't know there's a storm coming.
When I was working at KFC, it was like a day where it was raining, and a couple came in, and they were all super super wet and had a bunch of cuts all over them. So I'm like, wow, these are some emo kids. And they're like, we fell off our motorcycle.
Fucking
Oh,
You're fucking bogus. You're bogus as hell.
They were fine. I gave them some chicken.
for free or for
no,
pay?
he charged them.
Full
price.
Full price.
No, he said he charged him a little extra for it. Damn, dude.
I'm hungry.
Me too.
And then I'll end it by saying
Yeah,
lightning
I'm hungry,
killed
too.
47 people in Florida between 2008 and 2017.
Okay, so
The
that's
highest
not
number
too
of
many.
fatalities of any state.
Florida
Widely
sucks.
considered
So-
the lightning capital of the U.S. for its sheer density of flashes, the state's hate, humidity, and sea breezes from the dual cost of disturbing weather worse.
So if you want to get
If you want to get struck by lightning, go
to Florida. If you want to see some Finland. Fun fact: has the most metal bands per capita out of any country in the world.
I don't give a heckin' frick.
Why aren't any of them good?
All right,
Got him.
let us know what your favorite metal band is in
And
the
if
comments.
you want your cookie to feel nice, just put a little pressure on the table.
on the corner
All
of
right.
the table.
That's the tip of the day, tip of the week.
Alex, if you put you said the male anus has 16 G spots.
Yes, they do.
So
I found 3 of them. Where the rest?
So one bed end can hit probably half of them.
no, I'm talking about
Oh.
the corner of a table
No, okay.
at a PTA meeting.
That's not gonna hit any.
Those are usually really
You
round.
get an anal fissure. You're gonna be bleeding out your ass for a while.
Me too.
All
I do
right.
that anyways.
Thanks for joining us at the Spit Bucket. My name's Omar. You guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter at _the Shark Boy. I promise I don't do any reading on those. I am still selling my bathwater. I have a lot of jars that I got to get rid of. I've invested over $150,000 of my personal money into this, and I need to get that back. So start buying some bathwater.
Why haven't you bought me a Lambo yet?
Hey,
You-
got that money.
did I tell you how much debt I'm in because of my bathwater business?
He's about to lose the house.
My name's Alan. You can find me on Instagram at AlanZF1.
If you want to see his titties.
He's a big gamer. Girl
On his
titties.
son's big fucking titties. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at really_cool if you want to see my big fucking tits.
You never post.
I'll show them.
All right.
She gonna
Anyways,
do it. She gonna do it.
You can follow me on Instagram at iPrado95. Also, I have a Twitter now. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I never use it, but it's
never
at
follow me
_Deterna.
you didn't start following me until I started following you, and then you waited like 3 weeks.
Oh, remember when we were all at Eric's house and we all? I was already following him, but I unfollowed him so we could all follow him
Yeah,
at
we
the
were
same
we were
time.
at the.
That's sweet. I
his
got
job.
7
That
followers
was
at
funny.
the
His
same
job.
time.
That was funny.
I couldn't find him because he blocked me.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He's before he followed, he blocked Alex.
Yeah, I was like, no, we can't have any of this shit.
All right, where is your Twitter the same thing?
No, it's at _Deterna. Please follow me.
Wait, why the fuck is it that?
I'll explain
Like
later.
Jew turtle.
Hey,
It's an album name.
Ivan, we gotta get you some branding classes. All right.
Fuck you. Just kidding. It's an album name. Eric knows.
I know it too.
Yeah. If you're a real fan,
If you're a real man in general.
Manara. I'm with them too.
Alex, where can the people find you?
They can find me on Twitter at arsonistalex.
Do you do any Twitch stuff anymore?
No,
All right.
I gave up that life and it brings me only sadness.
All right, Eric, where can people find you?
on Instagram.com.
/
Yeah,
users /
at,
profile.
find me at long 2 underscores time with no no O and no I. Oh, I also wanna say something too. This is a heads up / service announcement. Let's just say this: 2 years from now, long time show is announced in advance.
Ivan's not gonna make it past the summer.
Yeah, I'm gonna die like probably.
We got a show, fellas. 2 years.
I was gonna say like. This is the first time 2/3 of the band is even hearing of this.
You guys got time, that's for sure.
We got a long time.
We have 2 years to practice for this show. Also, I'm gonna try So another thing. We back here where I'm at, the town had this like giant festival that they have every year. I think it was like the 30th or like the 60th year they had it. And point of fact is, I know the guy who like promotes and runs everything, and basically I think he's jokingly asking me, but he's always like, oh, he's like, is your band gonna play next year? And I was like, I don't know, maybe, but realistically, I think if I try hard enough, we could play at this really big festival next year if I try my hardest.
Hey Eric, what about me?
What about you?
He said, what about you?
I'm not in long time.
Yeah, you are.
What?
Wow.
Since when?
It's like that moment in Avengers when like Spider-Man's like, hey, can I be an Avenger? And they're like, yeah.
Well, technically, at this point, everyone in that room is in the band, technically,
including Jim.
So since we have enough members, can I just quit?
Yeah, well, I literally remember. I think we played once when Steven was still in the band. We played once at Cracking Cakes, and I think everyone came up to me and was like, "Hey, can I join your band?" Like jokingly, and I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I remember one show. I was like, "Oh, I'm Eric. This is Alan. This is Steven. This is Ivan." I was like, "There's him. There's him. There's him." So
There's Sam. There's Alex.
I've done
Omar.
that before.
We're all in a long time.
Like jokingly, I would just tell people like they're in the band, and then like when I announced it, I would like literally say everyone who's like supposed to be in it.
I'm glad I'm winning a participation award.
You're on a roll, Wheels.
All right, everyone.
Yes, I am.
2 years from now.
2 years from now, long time show in
If
Macomb.
I'm still alive.
I'll take over
No,
for
it's not
Ivan.
in Macomb. It's not in Macomb. It'll be somewhere else. But
all right, we'll let you know when it gets closer.
2 years from now. yeah. We'll
2021.
We'll talk about this.
We'll practice the weekend before.
All right. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll see you guys next time at the Spit Bucket. Now it's time for Eric's ASMR corner.
I haven't pooped in a while.
Me either. Are we still recording?
Yeah.